Hello once again and welcome to our Explorer curriculum. I hope you are enjoying and you are faithfully covering the work that needs to be done. The last time we met, we spoke a lot about etiquette, the table etiquette, and we covered a few honors. We wanted as well to do the star honors, where we would look at the constellations, where we talk about the Orion, where we talk about the North Star, the level deeper. I want you to explore those stars. But for today, what we want to cover is outdoor living, as well as the nature study. Scientists believe that this world is millions and billions of years old. Is it? The interesting part that they mentioned, though, is the issue of fossils. How many fossil types do you know? What is a fossil to start with? That is interesting. I want you to try and find out how fossils are formed. And you link it with Genesis chapter 6, because we are told that there was a flood. So how do you link the fossils and the flood? How are fossils formed? I want you to look for a book and read about fossils. If you are doing sciences, you should have covered it by now. But I want you to look at it from the angle of the Bible. Then there are three kinds of fossils. I want you to tell me where they originated from. And how do you relate them in breaking God's law? If you want to do the advanced honor, I want you to go on and look at the ferns. Whether these are flowers. I want you to record what you find in there. Now, I want you to draw a photograph of ferns and you try and relate them to the weather. And for our outdoor living, I want you now to go on and get that honor of knot tying. So now we're supposed to be having at least 3 honor pages. How about covering the knot tying honor? Do you still remember the honors that we started with? The figure of 8, the slip knot. Can you still tie them? Are you still practicing? Remember to always practice them. Practice makes better. So you can only get faster when you practice. And then for our camping skills, now that you're a bit older, I want you to move on and do camping skills 3. Where we find ourselves busy looking at how you sharpen a hatchet. What is the difference between a hatchet and an axe? I want you to move on and try and explain to us the types of fires that we have. Can you give me at least 3 types of fires? I know there is a hunter's fire. Which other fire do you know? And for what purposes do we use them for? Is there a way that we can start a fire without a match? Have you heard of houses that didn't have a match burning up? There was no fire, but the fire started. What are ways of us starting a fire without a match? Do you know a curved glass? We used to play with it when we were young. If you direct the light to dry wood or a cotton wool, a fire can start. I want you to come up with other ways of starting a fire. Can you sharpen a knife? How well do you know how to sharpen a knife? I want you to ask Daddy to help you, or maybe a brother, or even an uncle, or even your mom to help you and show you how you sharpen a knife. I want you to learn how to sharpen a knife. How about a one-pot meal? Can you cook a one-pot meal? Where you have your relish, your stew, and everything all in one pot. Something like biryani. Would you enjoy that? Can you cook that at a camp? How about practicing it now, before the camp comes? And I want you to build a camp shower or even a camp latrine. Can you do that? How about a sink and a dishwashing area? Make it your project and build it for us. As time goes on, we are going to be covering these ones, and we'll be demonstrating to you how we can build all this. We'll cover some of these things in the lessons. I want you also to go on and come up with Bible games. How would you conduct a service at a camp? Can you come up with a game that we can play and be excited when we're at the camp, so that we all get to enjoy the camp and we would want to camp again and again? Now, how about knowing how we replace our lanterns? You remember in the sanctuary, we had those lamps. They had some wicks. How do you replace those? Can you change them? Do you know how to replace one? I want this to be our project as we continue learning our curriculum. May the good Lord bless you. Bye-bye.